Hey YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for the 30 subscriber count. Thank you for that. So today is another love advice that you guys love so much. So today's statement is how to deal with how to deal let me figure this out. I'm gonna give you another advice about love advice. I'm trying to figure out what statement should I use. It's okay to be scared. Let's do that. So this statement is about don't be so afraid what's going to happen to you. So love advice. The statement is how to deal with being afraid. Being afraid of life. That's something common. It's okay to be scared of something in life, So I'm going to give you 10 tips about not to don't let's put it like this. 10 tips about don't be so afraid. So tip number 1 to don't be afraid of who you are and when you're coming from. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to don't be so afraid of your emotions. It's okay to talk about it most times. If you feel uncomfortable of talking about it, there's tip number 3 is actually common to be afraid of something. Being afraid is part of make us unique in a way, especially if you're going through pressure, stress. When you come home, you feel stressed out, and you just want to lay down and relax. So, tip number 3. Wait, 3? Yeah. I did 1, I did 2, yeah, 3. So, step number 3 is to don't be so afraid what will going to happen to you next. Especially when you're dealing with something that is common, and sometimes it comes and goes. Especially in your relationship goals. So tip number 4, don't be so afraid of what's going to happen to yourself or to your spouse, aka your loved one. It's okay to be afraid of some things, but not too much of it. So that's tip number 4. Don't be so afraid of letting go. Yeah. Don't be so afraid of letting go. It's like I know it's hard to let go of some things in life, but I noticed by many times on my channel that there are hard things at work. So like COVID-19 that's going on. It could be health related. So for tip number 6 is it's okay to be afraid of something, but not too much of it. There's always a way to stop yourself being so afraid of who you are. Like from the inside of your heart, there is something there, and that you're scared of. It's a pretty common thing. It's part of fear, anger. It could be like something stressful, like from work related. So tip number 7 will be how to deal with how to be afraid. If you're afraid of something that is going to harm you or someone's going to hurt you, especially in relationships, in account that if that person is trying to hurt your feelings, just like back off a little before you jump into conclusions. And then tip number 8, have to be positive who you are and be yourself. Just don't do it like all the time. And then tip number 9 is being afraid of something. I know it's kind of natural, out of sudden, out of nowhere. It could be like if you're afraid of like snakes, animals. Sometimes that happens. So sometimes there are people who are so afraid of who they are, from inside and out. So that gets me to my last tip of the day, which is number 10. Will have to be, don't be so afraid of making mistakes. That's another type of common goal too. So it's okay to be afraid of having a huge commitment with that person. It takes a lot of pressure off of you. And it feels good most times, but sometimes it doesn't. When somebody comes up to you and talk to you about your feelings. And I hope you like this little video about love advice. How to deal with, don't be so afraid. And that's what it's about. So, it's okay to be afraid of some things. That's not all the time. Sometimes it could be things that you're afraid of that it could harm you. Like for your physical health and your mental health. And I'm always here to answer your questions. Now, I hope you guys like this video about love advice and what's going on in my life and your guys' too. Make sure you hit subscribe down below to my channel for love advice, because this is Love is Love. Make sure you hit subscribe to my channel to Love is Love, aka the Love and the Romance channel by your truly Dr. Lindsay Stewart, here to help you and all the fans out there who likes my videos. So I really appreciate all the 30 subscriber count. I really appreciate it. Thank you for listening to my seminars, like aka Love Advice. That makes my day pretty happy. So turn on the bell notification on the side with the ring and symbols on it. And I see you on my next new video later on tonight. And I will see you then. So with Love is Love, with LOVE, with your host with the most, Dr. Lindsay Stewart, here for you. if you want more love advice, come to this channel, and I'll welcome to talk about anything else that you like to hear. So, peace. With some love is love. This is the I know that this month is Pride Month, and I will do a Pride video on this channel again, and I will see you later. So peace, with some love is love, with LOVE, and I see you on my next new video. Peace, with love. From yours truly, Dr. Love, aka Dr. Lindsay Stewart, and I'm here for you. Peace.